Welcome to the English Vibe podcast, where we like to dive into stories and laughter, and today it's all about family gatherings. Those moments that make you kind of rethink your own family reunions.
Oh, yeah.
Buckle up because we're going into the weirdest, funniest, most bizarre family gathering stories.
The ones that make you cringe and laugh at the same time.
Exactly. And the best part is these aren't just random tales we made up, oh no. We've got a treasure trove of stories sent in by you, our wonderful listeners.
A real deep dive into family dynamics, served with a side of hilarious awkwardness.
We're talking unexpected talent shows, food mysteries, games that go off the rails, bizarre traditions, the whole shebang. Our mission today is to explore the humor in these strange happenings and how they, in their own strange way, actually bring families closer. So are you ready to explore the wild world of family gatherings gone delightfully wrong?
Let's do it.
All right, let's kick things off with something that seems to be a recurring theme. The unexpected talent show. Picture this. A regular Sunday dinner at Aunt Marge's, everyone's relaxed, enjoying the meal, and then bam, Aunt Marge announces a family talent show.
Just like that. Out of the blue.
Exactly. And before anyone can even process what's happening, the living room's transformed into an impromptu stage. You mentioned in your notes that this kind of spontaneous performance seems to unlock something special in family dynamics. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's about letting go of inhibitions, In the safe space of family, you're allowed to be a little silly, a little off-key, well, let's just say unpolished in your performance.
Mm-hmm.
And that shared embrace of the ridiculous can be surprisingly bonding.
Right, like it doesn't really matter if the talent's actually there. It's more about the shared experience, the willingness to put yourself out there, even if it's a bit rough around the edges.
Exactly. And the stories you shared are perfect examples. We've got Cousin Jason's beatboxing, which, from the description, sounds more like a captivating chaos of clicks and hisses than a polished performance.
It's amazing how sounds that would usually make you cringe can become hilarious when performed by a family member.
Right. There's this shared understanding that it's okay to be a little odd, a little different. It's celebrated even. Then there's Cousin Sarah's interpretive dance to Beethoven's Fifth. Now, this wasn't a graceful ballet. We're talking exaggerated movements, completely out of sync with the music, but delivered with such intense feeling.
It's like the commitment to the absurdity that makes it so funny. You can't help but applaud the sheer nerve and creativity.
Exactly. It makes you wonder if we're applauding the talent or the courage to be so uninhibited in front of loved ones. And then, of course, we have Uncle Bill's karaoke rendition of I Will Survive.
Oh, yes, Uncle Bill. Flat, offbeat, loud, and delivered with a level of confidence that would make a professional singer blush. It's the lack of self-awareness that's so hilarious.
It's like he genuinely believes he's giving a Grammy-worthy performance. And you know what? In that moment, for him, maybe he is. And for the rest of the family, it's a collective moment of amusement, of being in on the joke, even if he isn't.
Right. And the beauty of it all. No actual talent was showcased, but the night ends in shared laughter, a sense of togetherness you don't get from watching a polished performance on TV. It seems like the spontaneity and the willingness to be ridiculous together were the real stars.
It's like these unplanned detours from the expected script become the most cherished parts of family gatherings. And that's what we're really looking at here, isn't it? How these unexpected moments shape the fabric of family life.
Now, let's shift gears from the boisterous to the subtly strange. We've got the ongoing saga of the leftover salad, Aunt Linda's famous salad, complete with homemade vinaigrette. The catch is, apparently, no one actually likes it.
The recurring nature of this culinary outcast is fascinating. It's this persistent presence that everyone seems to politely ignore.
Right. It's always there, reappearing untouched in the fridge after every gathering, yet no one claims responsibility for putting it back. And there's this unspoken rule. You don't talk about the salad, you don't criticize it. It's like this silent family pact.
It's like a ritual.
Yeah.
And that silence speaks volumes about how families navigate these little quirks, these unwritten rules. What do you think the salad represents?
It's a good question. Maybe it's Aunt Linda's effort, or maybe it's just the comfort of familiar things, even if those things are slightly off. But, as you mentioned, the silence breaks when Uncle Dave takes that fateful bite. And his reaction, well, let's just say it was pretty comical. It's that breaking of the unspoken rule that creates a moment of shared humor.
And yet the salad endures. It reappears, silently defiant, in the fridge. It's this enduring symbol of those weird family traditions that bind you together despite, or maybe because of, their strangeness.
All right, so we've had the loud, the silent. Now let's talk about the chaotic. The story is about a family game night that went completely off the rails, and surprise, surprise, Uncle Dave is back as the agent of chaos.
Every family has that one person, right? The one who just injects a little wild card energy into every gathering.
Uncle Dave is definitely that person. The game was charades, and it started normally enough. But then Uncle Dave's turn came, and things took a, let's just say, creative turn. We're talking exaggerated, almost theatrical miming, like stuck in traffic with over-the-top gestures and a look of utter despair.
I can picture it vividly. The sheer commitment to the drama, even for something as mundane as traffic.
Right. And then sending a text message turned into a frenzy of wild swiping motions and a panicked expression of having sent it to the wrong person. And the best one? Eating pizza on a first date. A masterclass in awkward, exaggerated movements.
Oh, the relatable awkwardness of that. It's like he's tapping into those universal experiences we've all had, but amplifying them to a ridiculous degree.
And what's so funny is how quickly everyone abandoned trying to guess the charade and just started enjoying the show. The game was completely forgotten, replaced by waves of laughter and shared amusement at Uncle Dave's antics. It's like the point wasn't to win anymore, it was to embrace the absurdity.
That's where the real magic of family gatherings lies, isn't it? In those moments when you let go of the plan, the rules, the expectations, and just enjoy the ride, wherever it might take you, even if it's to a land of hilariously bad charades.
All right, time for something a little less chaotic, but no less wonderfully odd. This is a family with a tradition that requires dedication, themed costumes for every family event.
Now, this suggests a family that's actively choosing to inject fun and creativity into their gatherings. It's
Yeah.
deliberate, not spontaneous chaos, but still wonderfully bizarre.
Exactly. And the descriptions of these costumes are incredible. For a Space Explorers theme, Grandpa shows up as a steampunk astronaut, complete with brass goggles, leather, and LED lights. And Linda's rocking a self-proclaimed space princess ensemble with a sparkly gown and, wait for it, a ray gun.
Now, that's commitment to the theme. And I love how there's room for individual interpretation. That's where the personality shines through, the unique spin each person brings.
Oh, and I almost forgot, the kids were a mix of aliens and, get this, a space cow.
A space cow. That's the kind of detail that only a kid could come up with.
Right. It's that element of pure, unadulterated imagination that just makes it so delightful. And for a superhero theme, Uncle Joe goes classic Superman, while Cousin Ellie rocks a vintage superhero look, complete with a tutu. And of course, Grandpa returns, this time as a Viking superhero, complete with a horned helmet, fur, more LED lights, and even a decorative shield.
Grandpa's really embracing his role as the family costume king. It's wonderful how he consistently pushes the boundaries, adding his own unique spin to every theme.
Absolutely. And as the years went by, the themes evolved. Historical figures, time travelers, you name it. It's become this ongoing source of laughter, a way to express their creativity, and ultimately to create those shared memories that bind them together. It's not just about the costumes, it's about the shared experience, the effort they put into it together.
Right. And it provides a wealth of photos and stories they can look back on and laugh about for years to come. It's a really beautiful way to build a unique family history.
Now hold on to your hats, because our next story involves a Thanksgiving dinner that descends into utter chaos. We're talking the ultimate food fight and the catalyst. Aunt Maggie's innocent comment about the gravy being a little thin.
Oh, dear. You know, there's an unspoken rule at family gatherings.
Yeah.
You never criticize the food, especially not the gravy at Thanksgiving. It's just asking for trouble.
And trouble is exactly what Aunt Maggie got. A single spoonful of gravy was the first projectile, and then all hell broke loose. Mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, everything became a weapon in this impromptu food war. The report mentions no rules, no strategy, just pure, unadulterated chaos.
It's like that moment when all social conventions just evaporate and everyone gives in to that primal urge to fling food. It's almost liberating in a way, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the details are priceless. Uncle Stu was apparently laughing hysterically, while Aunt Carol, in a stroke of genius, used mashed potatoes as a catapult, managing to hit the chandelier.
Mashed potatoes on the chandelier. Now, that's a story you tell for years to come. It's the kind of detail that elevates a food fight from methy to legendary.
And amidst the flying food and the shrieks of laughter, there was this sense of pure joy, of unbridled fun. Oh, and we can't forget the family golden retriever, who was apparently having a field day with all the delicious debris raining down.
Of course. The family pet always benefits from these human-induced moments of chaos, especially when food is involved.
This Thanksgiving food fight has become an unforgettable family memory, a story they'll be telling for generations. And the moral of the story:
Never comment on the gravy.
words to live by, especially at family gatherings. Now, let's move from the high-energy chaos to a more subdued but equally bizarre event. This is the tale of the Great Silent Stare-Off. It all started with a simple disagreement about seating arrangements at a family dinner.
Ah, yes, the seating chart. A seemingly innocuous detail that can quickly become a minefield of family politics. Who sits next to whom?
Right.
Who gets the coveted seat by the window? It's all very important.
Exactly. And in this case, the indecision, the awkward chair shuffling, the pointed glances, it all culminated in a full 10 minutes of complete silence as everyone just stared at each other, waiting for someone to break the deadlock.
10 minutes of utter silence. You can practically feel the tension, the unspoken power struggle happening in that room. It's a testament to the passive-aggressive nature of family dynamics.
Absolutely. And the only person who could break the spell, Grandma, of course. A dramatic clearing of the throat, and the tension shattered, followed by a mad scramble for seats and eruptions of nervous laughter. Grandma saves the day, as always.
Grandma is the ultimate family peacemaker. It's a reminder that sometimes all it takes is a well-timed intervention from the matriarch to diffuse the most awkward situations.
The silent stare-off has become a cherished family memory, a funny reminder of their own quirks. It's proof that even in silence, there's a shared understanding, a recognition of those unspoken family dynamics.
Right. It's a uniquely family way of communicating, isn't it?
All right, ready for a tradition that's all about high ambitions and, well, let's just say interesting results. This is the family with a rule. Homemade costumes only for every holiday, no exceptions.
Now, that's a bold commitment. No store-bought costumes. That's a recipe for both amazing creativity and some truly spectacular fashion disasters.
Exactly. And we've got some brave examples. For a historical figures theme, Aunt Patty tries her hand at Cleopatra, but instead of looking like an Egyptian queen, she ends up more like a craft store disaster, crafted mostly from gold and black duct tape.
I can just picture it. The duct tape Cleopatra is a classic example of those DIY costume mishaps that become instant family legends.
And then there's Uncle George as Benjamin Franklin. Picture a bathrobe and a piece of string as a wig. He looked less like a founding father and more like someone who just rolled out of bed.
The bathrobe and string combo is a stroke of genius in its simplicity. It's the kind of thing that's so bad it's good.
Right. And of course, there are photos, a chaotic family photo shoot immortalizing these historically questionable ensembles.
Oh, the family photo album, a treasure trove of embarrassing, hilarious moments frozen in time.
These photos have become a source of endless laughter, a reminder of the fun they have even when their creativity goes a little off the rails.
And isn't that the point of family traditions? To have those shared experiences, those stories you can look back on and laugh about, even if they involve questionable fashion choices.
Absolutely. It's about embracing the imperfections, the duct tape mishaps, the string wigs, and celebrating the creativity and humor that come with them.
Now, our next story involves a family tradition that, well, wouldn't end. This is the tale of the never-ending family toast.
It all started innocently enough with Uncle Roger offering a heartfelt toast to the family.
A classic family gathering moment. A time for sentiment, for expressing gratitude, for acknowledging the bonds that connect you.
Exactly. But then Aunt Judy decided to offer a toast of her own, and then another, and another.
Oh, Aunt Judy, it seems like she caught the toasting bug.
She did. And her toasts weren't exactly traditional. We're talking tributes to green beans, to sunny days, to her latest knitting project.
The shift from the heartfelt to the wonderfully mundane is where the humor really starts to shine through. It's that unexpected elevation of the everyday that makes it so funny.
Right. And it didn't stop there. Soon, everyone was joining in, raising their glasses to everything from good naps and stretchy pants to Netflix and pizza.
It's like an impromptu stand-up routine, with everyone trying to outdo each other with the most random, relatable things to toast.
It was pure, unadulterated silliness. The original sentiment was completely forgotten as the room erupted in laughter. The toasts just kept coming, each one more ridiculous than the last, until everyone was practically in tears from laughing.
The never-ending toast, a testament to the power of shared laughter to transform a potentially formal tradition into a night of pure comedic brilliance.
And that's the beauty of it all, isn't it? Sometimes the unplanned moments, the deviations from tradition become the most cherished memories.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that family gatherings are at their best when you let go of the script and embrace the absurdity, the laughter, the unexpected turns that make each gathering unique.
Okay, let's talk about a greeting that went a bit awry. This is the story of the family's secret handshake.
Ah, yes. The handshake, a simple gesture that can take on a life of its own in the hands of a creative or perhaps slightly overenthusiastic family.
In this case, what started as a basic high five evolved into this elaborate multi-step ritual involving claps, snaps, fist bumps, and who knows what else. The problem was, no one could quite remember all the steps.
Oh, the classic overcomplicated handshake. It's a recipe for awkward fumbling and hilarious misunderstandings.
Exactly. So every greeting turned into this frantic improvisation with people desperately trying to recall the ever-changing sequence. There were random dance moves, dramatic spins, awkward pauses. It was a spectacle.
It's like a dance you can never quite master, but you keep trying, and the attempt is what makes it so funny. It's a shared struggle, a testament to the fallibility of family memory.
And new family members, they were thrown into this chaotic ritual, expected to learn the steps that no one could properly explain.
Talk about a trial by fire. Imagine trying to decipher a secret handshake that's constantly evolving. Even the veterans are making it up as they go along.
It's a perfect metaphor for family life, wouldn't you say? A beautiful mess of shared history, inside jokes, and a whole lot of improvisation.
Exactly. It's a reminder that family isn't about perfection. It's about embracing the chaos, the laughter, and the unique ways you connect with each other.
All right, next up, we have the family member we all know and, well, sometimes try to avoid, the nonstop storyteller.
Ah, yes. The relative with the gift of gab. The one who can turn a simple anecdote into an epic saga.
In this case, it's Cousin Tim, a well-meaning soul, but prone to long, detailed, and incredibly tangential narratives. His recounting of a recent mountain trip, for example, was supposed to be a brief overview. Instead, he launched into a detailed description of the crisp mountain air, the different types of trees they saw, something about the vibrations of the earth, and a deep dive into the various species of moss they encountered.
The attention to those minute details, like the different types of moss, is a classic hallmark of the nonstop storyteller. It's those seemingly insignificant details that can make a listener's eyes glaze over.
Right. And the tangents. Oh, the glorious tangents. From the spiritual significance of moss to a surprisingly in-depth discussion of squirrel watching, complete with details about squirrel subspecies and their uncanny ability to sneak into backpacks, it was a wild ride.
The squirrel backpack invasion is a detail I won't soon forget. It's those unexpected twists and turns that keep you, if not engaged, then at least thoroughly entertained.
The rest of the family, meanwhile, had mentally checked out, creating their own internal narratives to pass the time. One imagined owning a pet llama. Another invented a revolutionary sandwich.
It's a brilliant survival tactic.
Yeah.
Mental escape routes are essential when trapped in a never-ending story.
And Cousin Tim, oblivious to the glazed-over expressions and internal llama fantasies, just kept going.
Bless his heart. He's clearly passionate about his stories, and that enthusiasm, even if misdirected, is endearing in its own way.
The mountain trip story has become legendary, a cautionary tale of a storyteller with a limitless capacity for detail and a seemingly infinite tolerance for his captive audience.
It's a reminder that every family has its own unique cast of characters, and those characters contribute to the richness and humor of family gatherings, even when they test our patience.
We're in the home stretch now, with just a few more tales of family oddity. Let's start with the impromptu, unspoken dance party that erupted at a recent gathering.
Ah, yes, the spontaneous combustion of dance moves. It's a beautiful thing when a family can just let loose and groove, even if it's a little awkward.
This one started with Aunt Linda, of all people, suddenly breaking into some breakdancing moves.
Aunt Linda, the breakdancer. Now, that's an image I didn't expect. It's wonderful how these unexpected bursts of energy can shake things up.
The kids joined in, of course, with some Macarena and some questionable attempts at the moonwalk. But here's the bizarre part. No one acknowledged it. No one made a big deal out of it. It was just happening, this silent disco in the middle of the family gathering.
The unspoken nature of it is what makes it so intriguing. It's like a shared secret, a moment of pure, unadulterated silliness that exists only in that moment.
Right. Grandma, of course, wasn't impressed. Just a head shake and a mutter about the music.
Classic Grandma. Her disapproval just adds another layer of humor to the whole thing.
The silent dance party has become a cherished family memory, a reminder that sometimes the best moments are the ones you don't plan, the ones that just erupt out of nowhere.
Exactly. It's a testament to the power of spontaneity to create these little pockets of joy and connection.
Okay, next up, we have a tale of culinary ambition gone wrong. This is the story of the mystery meatballs.
Oh, yes. Every family has a legendary dish, a recipe passed down through generations, often shrouded in secrecy.
In this case, it was Aunt Susan's famous meatballs. They were legendary, supposedly perfect, and the recipe was a closely guarded secret. Well, someone decided to try and recreate them, and let's just say the result was less perfect meatball and more meatball-shaped rock.
The meatball-shaped rock is a detail that paints a very vivid and unappetizing picture. It's a testament to the fact that some recipes are best left to the experts, especially when family legends are involved.
What followed was an awkward dance of everyone politely pretending to enjoy these inedible meatballs, until finally Aunt Susan herself inquired about her culinary masterpiece.
Oh no, the moment of truth. I can just imagine the collective cringing as everyone tries to avoid eye contact with Aunt Susan.
It was a disaster, but a hilarious one. The truth came out, and everyone erupted in laughter, relieved that the charade was over. Those mystery meatballs have become a cherished memory, a reminder of shared awkwardness and the power of laughter to diffuse even the most uncomfortable situations.
It's a perfect example of how even the biggest culinary fails can become cherished family stories. It's the shared experience, the collective cringing, the eventual explosion of laughter that binds you together.
Our next story is all about looking into the future, or at least attempting to, with the creation of a family time capsule.
Time capsules, a repository of hopes, dreams, and often hilariously outdated predictions.
Exactly. And this family's time capsule started off with pretty standard fare. Predictions of flying cars, humans on Mars, the usual futuristic stuff.
The classic visions of the future. Always fascinating to look back on and see how our imaginations align with or completely miss the mark.
But then, as things tend to do with this family, things took a turn for the bizarre. Uncle Frank predicted that, in the future, humans would communicate solely through dance.
Communication through dance. Now, that's a future I'd like to see. It's so wonderfully creative and absurd.
Right. And then Cousin Clara, bless her heart, contributed a drawing of a talking pizza.
The talking pizza. It's those unexpected, quirky details that make time capsules so much fun to open. It's a glimpse into the unique mind of each family member.
Uncle Dave, never one to be outdone, added a pair of his old socks, predicting that socks would become obsolete within the next decade.
The sock prophecy. It's so random and yet so perfectly Uncle Dave. I wonder if he included instructions on how to survive in a sockless future.
The capsule was sealed, and everyone promptly forgot what exactly they'd put in it, which of course just adds to the excitement for the grand opening in 10 years. It's a time bomb of hilarious predictions and questionable mementos just waiting to be unearthed.
I can't wait to hear about the grand unveiling. It's a guarantee of laughter, reminiscing, and probably a fair amount of head scratching.
Absolutely. It's a perfect example of how these family traditions, even the seemingly simple ones, can create lasting memories and a sense of shared history.
And finally, we have the tale of the mystery guest. A distant relative, a friend of a friend. No one seemed quite sure who this individual was, but they arrived at a family gathering, polite, but seemingly unaware of anyone's name.
And then the story started.
Oh, the stories. The hallmark of a truly memorable mystery guest.
This guest had tales of being trapped in an Arctic igloo, studying the sound of snow. They'd visited a village where people communicated solely through color, and they claimed to hail from a place with big hills and strange lights.
Those stories are like something out of a surrealist novel. The Arctic igloo, the color communication, it's a mix of the bizarre and the oddly fascinating.
The family was utterly bewildered, trying to figure out who this person was and how they were connected to the family. But the mystery guest, completely oblivious to the confusion, just kept chatting away.
The obliviousness just adds another layer of humor to the whole situation. It's like they've stumbled into a parallel universe where these stories are perfectly normal dinner conversation.
Exactly. To this day, no one knows if it was a case of mistaken identity or just a very, very eccentric relative. But the Night of the Mystery Guest has become a cherished family legend, a tale of the bizarre and the unexplained that they'll be retelling for years to come.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most memorable moments are the ones that defy explanation, the ones that leave you scratching your head and laughing at the absurdity of it all.
So what have we learned from all these wonderfully weird family tales? I think it's that those picture-perfect, flawlessly executed gatherings often pale in comparison to the ones that take a detour into the land of the bizarre.
It's those unscripted moments, those unexpected bursts of chaos and laughter that truly make family gatherings memorable. They're the stories you retell, embellish, and cherish for years to come.
Think about your own family gatherings. What are those weird, hilarious, or just plain strange moments that have become part of your family lore?
Maybe this deep dive into the delightful chaos of family gatherings will inspire you to not just endure the unexpected, but to embrace it.
To see those moments not as mishaps, but as opportunities to create something unique, something that strengthens those family bonds in ways you never could have planned.
And maybe, just maybe, to become the author of your own bizarre family story.
Here's a final thought for you to ponder. How do these shared moments of absurdity, these little pockets of chaos, actually contribute to a family's unique identity and shared history? Are those strange traditions, the unexpected events, the hilarious mishaps, are those actually the glue that binds families together in their own quirky, unforgettable way?
Something to think about the next time your family gathering takes an unexpected turn.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder the delightful weirdness that is family.
Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the English Vibe podcast. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the fascinating world of, well, whatever we feel like exploring.